What is good, YouTube? Y'all know who this is. It's your boy ExactoKnife. If you gang, you know to drop the like for the vid even starts. Watch the whole vid, and if you're new, hit the sub. This build, you know what I'm saying, this probably gonna be my next build, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly how to make the most meta guard on the game right now with a little twist. I've been watching, I've been labbing, I've been studying. I know some of the best people on the game. I watch some of the best people on the game. I learn every day, and I think I didn't make this build at the very start of the year because I was not ready, but now this will probably be my next build. Obviously, as always, feel free to modify the build any way you want. You know what I'm saying, this is just for inspiration, just to show y'all how to make builds in this game. This build is gonna be very different to what y'all think. A lot of people think guards are supposed to be like, oh, I mean, it depends on the person, I guess. But I'm telling you, bro, this build is different, man. This is gonna be John Stockton, one of the most underrated, underappreciated NBA legends of all time. As you see right here, point guard, right hand, jersey number 12, retired by the fucking Utah Jazz. Some of his accomplishments: a 10-time NBA All-Star, an NBA All-Star Game MVP. Yes, little John Stockton won an All-Star Game MVP back in the 90s when All-Star Games was like a bloodbath. It wasn't like a show-off situation how it is nowadays. It was a bloodbath. 2-time All-NBA first team, 6-time All-NBA second team, 3-time All-NBA third team. That's 11 years of an All-NBA performance. 5-time All-Defensive second team in one of the toughest defensive eras of all time, and you will see that with this build. 9-time assist leader for 9 years in a row. This man is and a 2-time steals leader. How could we forget that? This man leads the NBA in the most steals and the most assists, both. Number one, and nobody is close. Really an underappreciated legend. Let's get into the build. So first things first, obviously John Stockton was about 6 foot to 6'1". I'm going with 6 foot for reasons you will see. He was about 175 pounds, give or take. I'm going with 178. Let's say John had a fucking nice dinner. And what's crazy about this build is that it's actually a comp build. See, I'm like an old head, but I'm at the same time, I'm comp. So I can combine things like making an old head build, like basing a build off an NBA player with a build that's comp. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me special. With the body type, you can go with whatever. I'm going to go with compact because that's what John was. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking strong, but he was, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't ripped by any stretch of the imagination. You're going to go with the 6-foot wingspan right here. If you want to go, if you don't want Hall of Fame blinders with a 99.3, you can raise it by 1, and then you'll have a little bit better burn distance, and you'll have Hall of Fame pickpocket. But otherwise, I think gold pickpocket is just as good for this playstyle and this type of player. It'll be just as good. Your main job is to harass them and just play the side. Hall of Fame, the most of the steals you're gonna get on this type of player and playstyle are not even gonna be plucks. They're just gonna be bump steals because you're a guard. Alright, so here's the thing. I know John was a great slasher. He could attack the basket well. If you want to make your build like that, you definitely can. My job is to make a build that y'all are going to dominate with while representing everything that this player stood for and how he played. So I will not be touching any slashing. If you're wide open for a layup, cool, take it. Just like John Stockton in the NBA, he was always surrounded by centers, and he was always playmaking, making his teammates better with the pass. Even if he would get into the paint, he would look to pass or drop the ball off, you know what I'm saying, or create a high percentage shot for his teammates, which is why he averaged such insane assist numbers and why his teams were always in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest pure playmakers of all time. So right here, once again, John Stockton, he shot about 38-39% from 3 in his career. That's phenomenal for the 90s. People say that's not a 99 3-point. Yo, John Stockton was more of a mid-range shooter. Yes, we're playing NBA 2K22. We want to play like John would play if he was alive right now in 2022. He would not be shooting fucking mids. So we're gonna put the 3 all the way to 99. You're gonna get a plethora of badges, and you're gonna get the, as you see in the top left corner, you're gonna get the elusive Hall of Fame blinders. This badge goes crazy. This badge is insane. Next thing, playmaking. Everything in this category is going to its absolute max. As you see, you have just enough to get Hall of Fame quick first step, which a lot of guards don't have. You know what I'm saying? And you get that 96 ball control of gold unpluckable. Obviously, we're not going 5'9" for Hall of Fame unpluckable, but John was a very low turnover player, so you're not going to be getting ripped very much with this. And this, most guards have a passing right here. And as people are learning to play D, as everybody's getting their badges, as people are making defensive-minded builds, a passing between 70 and 80, even against bums, is barely gonna cut it with how quick people recover. With this build right here, you could say it's a bit excessive, but I watched a center with 99 passing pass the ball with Hall of Fame bullet passer. That shit literally looked like a bullet. That pass was finding his teammates in perfect motion everywhere, and they didn't even have glue hands. The pass was zooming around. He was playmaking as a center, bro, in a comp game for money. You know what I'm saying? So definitely have that up. Right here with John, you're going to want to go. He wasn't much of a shot blocker. He wasn't much of a rebounder. He wasn't much of an interior defender. And as a guard, you don't need to be either. As a guard this year, you're focused on being a perimeter defensive threat. And with this, Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame pick dodger, Hall of Fame menace, Hall of Fame hustler if you're into that. If you're playing only the corner, Hall of Fame defensive leader. If you're playing on ball, Hall of Fame tireless defender to allow you to play defense on ball and then run the ball as well. If you're playing like park threes, this build is good for every single court. You know what I'm saying? With athleticism, pay attention to this, bro. You're going to want to go 99 in stamina. You're not touching the vert because you are literally not going for boards and you don't have a defensive rating. Trust me, this is the right way to make this build. And then you're going to want to raise your strength. A lot of people forget to raise their strength and they think it doesn't do anything. Strength determines who wins a contact battle and helps dictate how successful a player will be while backing down or being backed down in the post, both with and without the ball. You know what I'm saying? But it's more than that. The strength rating dictates your body ups on the perimeter. Trust me, I've been a lockdown since 2K18. I've had a lock every single year. You want strength on your build. The more the better. For this weight, 52 is the max, so we're going with 52. This will greatly help you body bump people, play defense, and not get body bumped yourself. For the rest, you can distribute them how they want. Since it's John, he had a phenomenal free throw game, so I just went ahead and threw that shit on the free throw, a 94 free throw, and then put the other one on the close shot. You know what I'm saying? With close shot, yeah, you have one slashing badge, you'll be able to put on fast twitch bronze, and then like if you're standing in the paint or you have a little close shot, you'll be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you take a wide open layup, obviously you'll make it anyways. So this is going to be the build. As you see, it looks crazy, but you have 99 passing, 99 shooting, almost a 99 defense. This build is with a good center on your team, whether an inside or a popper, is a menace. You're gonna if you learn to dribble and you learn to control the ball and play just like John with a low turnover to assist ratio, not making bad passes, making reads, this is going to be an unstoppable build. I am telling you, bro. I've seen people with a build similar to this play this game already, and they're not even maxed. You know what I'm saying? People are going shorter and shorter with the guards. I think this is a good balance. You're still going to be a threat on defense. And I'm telling you, bro, if you learn to play with this build, it's over, bro. Let's get on to the takeovers, though. With the takeovers, of course, you get every single offensive take that you would want. If you're playing twos, you can put on shot take. Your mid-range is still high. Obviously sharp take. If you're comp guard, you want to have that. You get play take, which is a very rare takeover you don't see very often. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very good, especially with the badge boost or the ratings boost. If you have ratings boost equipped, everyone on your team gets a 99-3 pretty much. It's ridiculous. As you see, it says a large boost to your teammates. A large boost for 2K is like fucking plus 15. And then of course you get all the 3 lock takes. So y'all pick whatever y'all want. When I make this build, I'm probably gonna go at first when I'm grinding it, primary, maybe play take and then lock take. You know, so how about that? Let's be an old head for the day. Let's be an old head. And as you see right here, when you create the build, you're a play shot. Should be called a two-way play shot, but shades. I almost never get these shades to be correctly because I try to make my builds comp and make them actually play like the person rather than have the stats of the person. But look at it, John Stockton #1. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, if 2K is telling you it plays like him, that's how you already know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck Kemba Walker or Mike Conley's bum ass has to do with this build, but I hope y'all enjoyed the video, bro. Definitely check this build out. This build will become more and more dominant every single day that the game goes by. You will, trust me, 99-3 with every shooting badge. Go crazy, boys. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Thank you for the love.